Now You See Me. Now the plot for this movie is how a group of magicians rob banks, and it's up to the FBI to put a stop to it. Pretty much a simple plot to the movie. Now, I wouldn't say I was looking forward to this movie, but I was kind of like interested in seeing this movie because of the trailers. Now this movie stars Morgan Freeman, Michael Caine, Jesse Eisenberg, Mark Ruffalo, and Woody Harrelson. So when you get a good cast like this, the acting is going to be really good. Now I didn't hate this movie, but there were a lot of factors in this movie that brought my score down. First off, I thought this movie story was full of itself. I thought that it suffered from a lot of flair and a lot of flashiness. Now this movie's not your Prestige, I expected that, but you could have brought it down to a good grounded level. Now even though you're in the 21st century, you don't have to bring up so much technology and so much flash. It could have been grounded out a good solid story, but yet it was more flashiness than substance in my opinion. And like I said before, this movie stars Michael Caine. Now in this movie I felt that his character was cliche because he's a rich old guy who gets robbed. We've seen that in movies before. So honestly, you really don't need Michael Caine to be in this movie to play that particular part. I enjoyed him for what he did. He's a good actor. You really didn't need Michael Caine in this movie. You could have got any other actor to play that role. Now there were some parts of the movie that had good style and had good substance, but for the most part it didn't really have all that going for it. Now honestly, I thought the story was kind of bland as a whole. Now what made it bland as a whole for me is that the main antagonist in this movie that you don't see in the trailers, his main motivation I get, but it was too many variables for him to plan out this elaborate plan to get this one guy who he wanted to get back. It's like there's certain times in movies that you suspend belief, but in all honesty, I couldn't do it for this movie because it's too many variables over time and distance and just a coincidence that you actually get this guy after a long period of time. I just could not buy it. Now, this movie, like I said before, I wanted to like it more than what it is. It's not your stereotypical magician movie, but it's okay. I didn't hate it, but the factors that I just brought out just made this movie less than what I expected. Like I said before, when you got a good cast like this, the acting is good, and and honestly, the acting is the best part of this movie. And you could have cut this movie down a good 20 to 30 minutes, because I think this movie's got a good 2 hours. You could have fit the story to a good 90 minutes. This story did not need to be a good 2 hours. Pretty much the movie overstayed its welcome. Now if you like Prestige from Christopher Nolan and you see this movie, you will not like it wholeheartedly. And honestly, this is a poor man's Prestige. For me, with those factors being involved, I wanted to push my score up, but with those factors being involved, I had to give Now You See Me a 2.5 out of 5 stars. So that's what I think of the movie Now You See Me. Rate, comment, subscribe. And if you do subscribe, the more you see, the more you actually know.